Morning, guys. Coming to you with an update from yesterday's trading action and maybe one or two picks for today. Just some things I'm watching. It's kind of been a slow market for me, so I haven't really been getting into too many trades just based on that kind of different action that the market's taken. Just to give you an update, we have the S&P 500 creeping up towards this all-time high. And we talked about the island reversal before. It's, kind of blown through this gap here between 2842 and 2851, and it is making its way up to the all-time highs. So with that, we're looking for a little bit of resistance up here, but we're just going to wait and see. And if our setups work, we'll take them. And if not, we'll just sit on hands and wait for a better opportunity. So excuse me, yesterday I did get out of a few positions. We talked about Zillow and Macys that I was still in. So Zillow, actually, I did mention that I had a stop on it where this red dashed line is. So I have since gotten out of that position as of yesterday. I'm trying to show you where I actually did get out of it. 2 days. Okay, 1 day, 5 minutes. Not really sure why it's not showing up so well. But anyway, this is Zillow from yesterday. You can see at the second 5-minute bar here, it crossed through this 46.74 stop of mine. And I am out of that position as of right here, about 46.83. So I did have a decent profit on it. I got in up here around 48.04 and got out around 46.85. So not bad. Definitely this bar was not expected. I did not expect it to recover so much. It still actually is below this longer term trend line. So I'll be keeping an eye on it to see if it continues to be an area of resistance. I might consider getting back into Zillow short, but only if the market agrees. Like the market climate right now is very strong. So I'll be watching Zillow. If it does cross back up into this area, obviously that will be a no trade. But if this still proves to be an area of resistance, we'll look at that as well. Secondly, was Macys, another name I got out of quite early in the day yesterday. I was short. This had an extremely crazy recovery yesterday. I was short Macys up here on its earnings day at about 38.35, I believe. Yep, right where this arrow is. So it keeps disappearing, but it's right there, 38.35 area. And it did come all the way down. It didn't come to my target. This 35.30 was also a target, but this line was the ultimate target, the longer term trend line. Didn't get there, but it did go through this 35.30 pivot and started kind of coming back up with a bounce from this down move here. As it bounced up, I could have put 23.60 or this day's high as my stop, but I chose to give it a little bit of wiggle room. And actually, the 38.2% Fibonacci retracement was then going to be my stop. As of a couple of days ago, I mentioned this 38.2 line. So you could see very early in the day it crossed through there, and I was out of the position around 36.75. So out of both Macys and Zillow. Really don't have any core positions right now because I'm out of gold. I was watching crude oil for some weakness, but you can see crude oil has actually shown some strength and is back through this trend line. So now, we don't really have a trade on crude oil right now. Also today, Toll Brothers had earnings. That is showing some strength. So I'll just keep a watch on it. I don't really have a trade on Toll Brothers. There's another stock. This Fabrinet also had earnings. It's at an all-time high almost. So it does have some resistance levels at 49.63. So if Fabrinet gets through, it looks like it's already popping at the open. If it pops up to this, pardon me, if it pops up to this 49.63 level, we'll look for some resistance there. And if it pops through that really quickly, then we will of course, look for a potential long over the all-time high 49.63. But I think there might be a little resistance at that line, so that's what I'll be looking at. Not a lot of trades going on today, so sorry about all those beeps. The market's open and my alerts are running. So I'll go ahead and close it out, and we'll give you an update a little bit later on today with some trade ideas for earnings that are coming out later today and tomorrow. Thanks, and have a great day.